Right side! Fire down these two, fire down these two! Yellow! Side! Right! Yellow! Right side! Good side! Yellow, yellow! Yellow! Right side! Good side! Yellow! Right side! Good side! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Fire down these two, fire down these two! Yellow! Right side! Right side! Right side! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Yellow, yellow!
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on yet another AFC team, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. That is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. James now to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on media day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Hill. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. But you talk about safety first. Gosh, for such a rare play, kind of unbelievable how many Super Bowls recently have begun with a safety. Charles, you had Tom Brady getting called for grounding against the Giants in Super Bowl 46.
Peyton Manning with the snap over his head in Super Bowl 48.
Yep, and now here's this one. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Tershawn Wharton coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. First carry now for Justice Hill. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt, and he missed it. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
They'll start the drive with Hill. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Hill. Gets through, and now an opening. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Again, it's Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Hill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure, because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Jackson on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. They start the drive on the ground with Hill spinning away. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles, lead.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
It's funny funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked
As we
tight with
speak.
the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
You
down
would
there?
not have fumbled. You got everything locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him up.
And he's going to go down again. George Karlaftis able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. On the return, it's James. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Hill one more time. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now a 10th carry for Hill. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They run. It's Hill. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 2nd down, here's the option. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes adding to his bag of tricks with a tremendous run. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped. To the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half.
There he goes, right side. Tyreek Hill inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They begin the drive with Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, 227 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they run with Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Chiefs are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
Yeah. 13.
The drive will start with an option going left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down. Nifty move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big gainer there on 3rd and 5. 46 yards on the ground. The busy night continues for Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline, because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Dana able to drop him for a loss of a couple. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. George Karlaftis in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Hey, check that.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and they will remain well behind. Well, when you've got a kicker out there who's already missed twice, he definitely would rather have about a 30-yarder rather than one from a neighboring county.
Can we agree to just give him a pass on that one? It would have definitely been a way to turn his mood around, but instead, it's a 3rd miss and another scoreless possession.
Now carry number 20 here for Hill. Gets around him, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes.
There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Play action. It's Jackson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Now Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 30 yards. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base and scoring.
And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Fights through and now a crease. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They run it again with Hill. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Hill running right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Forced out to his left. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They set up the screen to Hill. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Jackson. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Ravens first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, they're deep.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football. And now off to the races down the right side. He's on his way. Tyreek Hill. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no doubt
some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see